Hey, what's going on, everyone? Blitzball Champ is back here with a brand new video here on the U to the Tube. So, wanted to do some pro wrestling talk in this video, and it's quite a lot that's been on my mind. A lot of stuff coming up, and it's exciting. It's very exciting. So, yeah, just want to get straight into it, try to cover as much as I can. Here we go. So first, let's start off. Let's start off with some Stardom. So, of course, the Goddess of Stardom Tag League has been going for quite a while, and actually, the finals should be wrapping up November 8th, so which is on Sunday. So, looking forward to see. Of course, it's going to be the top team on the blue side versus the top team on the red side, or just that's how they're going to have it. But pretty much the top two Goddess of Stardom Tag League teams will face off, and there will be one winning team. So it's been kind of an interesting tournament so far. It's been very interesting. But so yeah, the finals will be November 8th, so that should be exciting. Um, a couple of things have been going on as well in Stardom. Uh, Rina has officially joined Oedo Tai, so I thought that was really interesting. Oedo Tai got another member, so they got Rina. So yeah, she's got the new look and everything. Um, but honestly, I really feel like on paper that Donna Del Mundo and probably Queen's Quest are probably the two strongest factions in Stardom. But I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think is the strongest faction so far in Stardom? But and of course, Mina Shirakawa is officially a member of Stars now. It was announced by Mayu Iwatani that she's now officially in the faction. Um, and we also got a couple of things coming up, a couple of big matches coming up in Stardom. I'll actually pull it up. The 15th of November. A lot of big matches. Saya Ida is challenging Micah for the Future of Stardom championship. Um, which, I mean, I'm sure Micah is going to retain, but still, I mean, Saya Ida hasn't been one that has gotten many title shots, so it'll be interesting to see how well she'll do in this title match. Micah, very strong member of Donna Del Mundo, and she's also one of the Artist of Stardom champions with Shuri and Julia. So yeah, like I said, Donna Del Mundo is a strong faction, so it doesn't surprise me one bit. Um, we got Momo Watanabe facing off against Hameka. That should be good. Um, B Priestley of Oedo Tai is going to defend the SWA championship against Shuri of Donna Del Mundo. I'm actually looking forward to that match. That should be a really good match. These two are very great. I know Shuri, not too long ago, I believe it was November 1st, announced that she has officially signed with Stardom. So, of course, she's no longer freelance. But yeah, that should be an exciting match. Um, Konami gets a Wonder of Stardom championship match against the defending champion Julia. That should be good as well. Konami's been much stronger ever since joining Oedo Tai, and she seems to be on a tear. So this should be a good opportunity for Konami against Julia. Um, You got a six-woman tag team match. Starlight Kid, Riho, and Hanan versus Hina, Saya Kamatani, and somebody named Lady C, which I guess will debut uh, and own this card November 15th. So be interesting to find out who Lady C is. We got another six-woman tag match as Tam Nakano, Mina Shirakawa, and ZZ go up against Oedo Tai's Rina, Saki Kashima, and Natsuko Tora. So, um, pretty much stars versus Oedo Tai. Um, Gokiken Death will get a high-speed title match against the defending champion Azumi. And this will be good. I feel like Azumi hasn't really defended the title that much, so it's good that they're adding another um, title defense for her. So this will be good. Gokiken Death, of course, is a former high speed champion, so this should be good. This should be entertaining. Um, and then the big one that I'm definitely looking so forward to, Utami Hayashishita, the winner of this year's five-star Grand Prix, finally gets her World of Stardom title shot as she will take on the champion Mayu Iwatani. Could this be the match where she finally dethrones Mayu Iwatani? I mean, Mayu Iwatani has had that World of Stardom championship. I believe it's been a year now. I want to say it's been a year. So, can Utami finally do it? I mean, she has been very impressive, especially winning the five-star Grand Prix. She had a great record. She barely lost a match in the five-star Grand Prix. Utami Hayashishita has been pretty much one of the strongest members so far of Queen's Quest. So, which, you know, she's already a Goddess of Stardom tag team champion with Saya Kamatani, but she's been looking very strong in her recent handful of matches. So, will Utami finally do it? We will see, but it should be an excellent match. So you got a great card there for Stardom. Um, but yeah, it's going to be the Stardom Sendai Cinderella show. So should be good. Should be really good, and that's November 15th. So definitely looking forward to that. We got a lot of stuff coming up in New Japan Pro Wrestling as well. I mean, we got Power Struggle right around the corner. Kota Ibushi and Jay White are going to face off for the right to challenge contract, the same contract to challenge the double champion at Wrestle Kingdom, which Kota Ibushi recently won in the G1 Climax 30. So we'll see what happens. You know, will Kota Ibushi still hang on, or will Jay White win the contract from him? This will be interesting. I originally predicted Jay White to win the G1 Climax, but he didn't. But who knows? Maybe this is how he'll earn that contract and will get to challenge whoever the double champion is at Wrestle Kingdom in January. So we'll have to see what happens. That's currently going on as we speak. And then we got Tetsuya Naito defending both the IWGP Heavyweight Championship and the Intercontinental Championship against Evil. So Evil pretty much gets a rematch. Of course, he was previously the double champion until Naito had beat him. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. So Power Struggle should be really cool. And then another big announcement that was made, of course, was we got the Best of Super Juniors, or excuse me, the Super J Cup. Super J Cup coming up December 12th. And they announced the competitors. And this will pretty much be taking place in the U.S. So we got So we got 8 competitors. It looks like, yeah, 8 competitors. We got El Phantasmo of Bullet Club, who won the Super J Cup last year. We got Clark Connors from the, one of the young lions from the New Japan Pro Wrestling LA dojo, who recently won the Lions Break crown. So a big name that's starting to rise quite a bit among the young lions. So really cool that he's in this tournament. TJP, aka TJ Perkins, one of my favorite cruiserweights. He's in this tournament. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he does. I know TJP's been doing quite a lot of stuff at Impact Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling. I mean, he's been all around. I think he's officially freelance though. But yeah, TJP's in this tournament. ACH. This is his first time in the Super J Cup, so it'll be good to see how he's done, how he will do. He's already participated in a couple of Best of Super Junior um, events, so it'll be good to see how he does in this event. We got Blake Christian making his Super J Cup debut. Um, we have Chris Bay from Impact Wrestling making his Super J Cup debut. I thought that was interesting. I think he has probably going to be deemed the wild card, if you ask me. But that's pretty cool that they're branching out to a couple of other promotions. Apparently, Blake Christian's from GCW, and yeah, Chris Bay is from Impact Wrestling. So really cool. We got Ray Horace from ROH in this tournament. This is his first Super J Cup, and I know he was recently an ROH 6-man tag team champion with Bandito and one other person. I can't think of his name. Can't think of his name, but yeah, he was ROH 6-man champion. Flamita. But yeah, so Leo Rush. I'm actually really excited about this one. Leo Rush being in this tournament. Leo Rush, excellent cruiserweight, former cruiserweight champion, former top prospect winner in ROH. Um, Definitely looking forward to seeing how he does in this tournament. So, so yeah, those are your 8 entries, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like I said, this will kick off in December 12th. So it'll be from USA. So yeah, New Japan Pro Wrestling's got a lot coming up, because you also remember they still are going to do the Best of Super Juniors, and they're going to do the World Tag League. So a lot to look forward to in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Um, WWE. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just not really excited so much with Survivor Series. I mean, I know they still got a couple of things to finish up, as it gets closer, but I don't know. I'm just not really excited as I would hope to be for Survivor Series. Um, I know that we already got a good portion of the card already established. I mean, we know we're going to get United States Champion Bobby Lashley versus Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn. We know we're going to get the Street Profits SmackDown Tag Champs against the Raw Tag Champs of the New Day. We know we're getting both women's champions going against each other. Raw Champion Asuka versus SmackDown Champion Sasha Banks. And same thing with the men. WWE Champion Randy Orton versus Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Um, and then so far for the Survivor Series teams, uh, I mean, for the men, well, first let's start with the women because for Raw, Team Raw, the women are already set. You got Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, the women's tag champs. You got Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose, and you have Lana. On paper, I'll be honest with you. On paper, it's kind of a weak team, if you ask me. I mean, with the exception of maybe the tag champs, mainly Shayna, this just looks like a weak team on paper. So yeah. Um, and I know for SmackDown, they've been building their team together. I think so far they have Bianca Belair and they have Ruby Riot. So they still got some more ladies to add on there. But we know we got Bianca Belair and Ruby Riot. Um, the scary thing with everything that's been happening with Lana, it would not surprise me if some way somehow Lana ends up being the sole survivor and wins Survivor Series for the ladies for Team Raw. I would not put it past WWE to do that. I mean, already she's she got onto Team Raw. She won a battle royal to get a title shot with Asuka. Despite getting Samoan dropped through the announce table 7 times, and it would not shock me if WWE pulled the trigger and had Lana be the sole survivor for Team Raw at Survivor Series. It would not surprise me. I wouldn't put it past them. It might be unlikely, but I would not put it past them. And then for the men, so far on Raw, let's see, you got AJ Styles, you got Keith Lee, you got Braun Strowman, and you have Sheamus. So they still need one more member. I mean, but so far that team looks strong. Really, really strong. So, I mean, there's that. Then on SmackDown, you have Seth Rollins, you have Baron Corbin, you have Jay Uso, and you have Kevin Owens. Eh. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Team Raw has been having issues among each other, so who knows? Maybe that gives Team SmackDown the advantage. But both teams still need one more member, so it'll be interesting to see who they fill. And the SmackDown ladies team still need they still need 3 more members. So it'll be interesting to see who they have fill out the rest of the women's team SmackDown. Um, Tucker, first match after turning on Otis, gets buried quickly by Ricochet. Oh my goodness, it's so ridiculous. And then I guess are they really riding Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce as a tag team? If so, that's just dumb. Why would you break up the Iconics just to put Peyton Royce on a different tag team? That makes no sense. But WWE is just pretty much the death row for tag teams, if you ask me. But and it looks like Retribution uh is now going to be start targeting Asuka, which would mean Mia Yim, or I'm sorry, what was it, Reckoning? Looks like Mia Yim will finally start to get matches on Raw as Reckoning. But yeah, she called out Asuka, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But um, NXT NXT has been pretty interesting. Dakota Kai picked up a big victory over Ember Moon. Of course, she had assistance with from Raquel, but that was pretty big. It looks like they're starting to build Dakota Kai up more. Um, Io Shirai um, has her sights set to defend her title against Rhea Ripley, um, which should be good. Should be really good. Um, it'll be interesting to see how this goes, but should be exciting. You know, Rhea Ripley last got a big victory over Raquel Gonzalez, so it seems like now she can concentrate on Io and they can have their match. But I think eventually we're gonna see Io versus Tony Storm or Io versus Ember Moon eventually. Um, Also, kind of makes me wonder if they're going to build up any other cruiserweight to challenge Santos Escobar. But then again, you look at NXT UK and Jordan Devlin's back, and you got to remember he's pretty much the legit cruiserweight champion. I mean, Legado del Fantasma is really the interim cruiserweight champion. So who knows what they decide to do with that? It'll be interesting to see what they decide to do with that. Xia Li, I don't know exactly what they're doing with Xia Li. I mean, she's been getting these Chinese letters, and she just made a challenge to Raquel Gonzalez, and she's just been on a losing streak, and I don't really understand exactly what they're building to. I mean, I could see like a full on heel turn, but what are they really building to? You had the appearance from Boa. Like, are they going to repackage her eventually? Or, like, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what she's doing. But I guess we'll just have to see what happens after she faces Raquel Gonzalez. But um, there's that. Johnny Gargano's on his way to making his first defense as new two-time North American champion. Um, we pretty much have a feud going on between Pat McAfee, the tag champs, Oni Lorcan, Danny Burch, Pete Dunne, against Undisputed Era. So pretty much Undisputed Era are faces now. They're the face faction. So yeah, should be. Excuse me. Here we go. But yeah, should be interesting. That feud is looking rather great. Pat McAfee is doing a great job on the mic, playing the role of a good heel. So I definitely like what I'm seeing on the real. It also makes me wonder when we're going to see Mercedes Martinez back in action again, since she's no longer part of Retribution. Supposedly, she got sent back to NXT, so we'll have to see what happens with that. And Candice LeRae runs over Shotzi Blackheart's tank. So looks like we're gonna have a continued feud between Candice LeRae and Shotzi Blackheart. She ran over, destroyed her tank. Wouldn't it be funny if Triple H was just like, you know what? That's okay. You remember that tank we had in DX? You can have that tank. That would be so funny if he let Shotzi have the DX tank. That would be, oh my goodness, that would be so funny. But but yeah, I mean, like I said, not really so much going on in WWE that I'm like super excited about, but that could change. Um, Also shout out to Jonathan Gresham who won the ROH Pure Championship. He was able to defeat Hot Sauce Tracy Williams in the finals, and yeah, um, definitely good choice for the title. Definitely good choice. So he's now a double champion right now because he's currently the ROH Tag Team Champion with Jay Lethal, and now he's the Pure, the ROH Pure Championship champion. So he's a double champion right now. So kudos to the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham. Great technical wrestler. Really, really great. Um, Now let's talk AEW. So I guess I'll give a little preview of tomorrow's pay per view, Full Gear. Looking so forward to this pay per view. We got quite a lineup. Um, so far, I've only seen them add one match for the buy-in, but it's a title match. Serena Deeb, the NWA World Women's Champion, defends against Allison Kay, who was a former champion herself. Um, Not too long ago, in NWA, Serena Deeb dethroned Thunder Rosa for that title. So yeah, and of course she recently defended it against Layla Hirsch. So yeah, Serena Deeb's been busy, but it makes me wonder, with this match going on, could we potentially see more Allison Kay after this? Could she maybe AEW bound? It seems like it seems like they have a relationship going on with the NWA, and it looks like it's going to continue. So, because this is what going to be like the second or third time, or no, like maybe the third or fourth time this title is getting defended on AEW. So definitely like what they're doing, and so it's pretty exciting for a buy-in match. We got Orange Cassidy versus John Silver of the Dark Order. Um, there's been a lot of hype lately with John Silver, so it's good to see him get a match on the main card. So actually excited to see what he'll do against Orange Cassidy. Should be good. Should actually be good. So yeah, looking forward to that. Um, we got Chris Jericho versus MJF. If MJF wins, he is allowed to join the inner circle. Um, this this storyline has been very entertaining, interesting, funny, all of the above. So it'll be interesting to see how this match goes. I mean, I'm gonna keep an open mind about it. I'm gonna definitely keep an open mind about it. But it's definitely been a funny build up to this match. So I got a feeling this match will be very entertaining. It might not be a crazy long match, but I think it'll be entertaining. And we get Sheeta Rose 2. That's right, Hikaru Shida the AEW Women's World Champion, will defend against Nyla Rose, the native beast, who is accompanied by Vicky Guerrero. I'm kind of at a crossroad with this match. Um, I got a feeling that this is probably where Nyla Rose becomes a two-time AEW Women's Champ, and she'll be the first. But see, here's the thing that I'm kind of at a crossroads about, because you have Britt Baker on the rise, and while she's not the number one contender, she's on the rise. She's been winning her matches. You know, aside from All In, she's been winning her matches. So it really makes me wonder which direction they're gonna go with. Because honestly, one, I don't see Sheeta making making it to 2021 as champion. I think either she gets dethroned by Nyla Rose or she'll get dethroned by Britt Baker before the end of the year. That's my thoughts. But who knows? This really could be the best opportunity for Nyla Rose to get the title back, considering she really did not have much of a title run, you know, the first time when she dethroned Riho. So yeah, this this should be good. I mean, I know it doesn't. No, it's not the same stipulations as their match at Double or Nothing, but you know, I'm sure with Vicky Guerrero and Nyla Rose's corner, gives her more of an advantage to pull this one off. So, and like I said, it's probably okay. Sheeta has had a very long title run. I mean, she's had the title since May, because you know she won it at Double or Nothing, and that was near the end of May. So, I mean, I'd be I'd be I'd be okay if she dethroned Sheeta. I mean, I'll be rooting for Sheeta, but I just have that feeling Nyla Rose is gonna win, become two-time AEW Women's World Champ. We have the Elite Deletion match between Matt Hardy and Sammy Guevara. Well, Matt Hardy won their most recent match at All Out. So, I mean, it was a broken rules match. Um, and this match is supposed to take place at the Hardy compound in Cameron, North Carolina. North Carolina. Uh, I'm sure this will be a long, drawn out match, especially much longer than their Broken Rules match. I do predict that because I know Matt Hardy was dealing with injury. It was like a concussion or something along that line. So I expect this match to be much more longer and to really, really bring forth the climax of this rivalry. So should be good, should be entertaining, and I hope they make it last. Um, we got the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament Finals. Kenny Omega versus Hangman Page, former tag team champs. Um, Definitely has potential to be match of the night. And, you know, the matchup speaks for itself. The competitors speak for themselves. So this should be good. And of course, the winner receives a future AEW World Championship match. So should be really good. Um, we got Cody who's now able to use Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes will defend the TNT Championship against Darby Allin. Um, this should be really, really good. Of course, the last match that they had ended in a draw, so this should really, really pick the intensity up even more. And honestly, I hope that one doesn't have a time limit. um, Another potential match of the night: FTR defends the AEW tag team titles against the Young Bucks. Um, Two things to keep in mind. Number one, Tully Blanchard is banned from ringside, so he's usually in FTR's corner, banned from ringside. He cannot be there. And secondly, if the Young Bucks lose this match, they can never challenge for the tag titles, for the AEW World Tag Team titles again. Ever. So, this is very similar stipulation to what Cody had. You know, and Cody, he can't challenge for the AEW World Championship. So, oh man. But honestly, it's hard to say who's going to win this. I mean, it's the Young Bucks. And with them being part of this company, like being one of the, you know, I just, I can see them winning, but I can't see FTR losing. Like, uh, that one's hard. That one's going to be hard to really pick a winner, but I feel that this has match of the night potential for sure, for definite sure. Um, and then we got the I Quit match for the AEW World Championship, as John Moxley will defend the title against Eddie Kingston. Another potential match of the night, and I really expect this match to really be intense and really carry the story strong between these two. I expect it to be brutal. Um, it should be sick. It should be really sick. And like I said, this is a very stacked card, very well stacked card, and I just look forward to this pay per view. I plan to watch it with my father, but this should be really good. It's a stacked card. I'm loving what I'm seeing. So AEW Full Gear should be really great. A lot of hype behind it. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all that I have. I know I tried to cover quite a lot, but a lot going on in pro wrestling right now, so it's exciting. But let me know what you guys think. Are y'all going to be watching AEW Full Gear, or the Super J Cup, or the rest of the Goddess of Stardom Tag League? Um, are you excited about Survivor Series? Like, what are y'all looking forward to? What are some things going on in pro wrestling that have y'all excited that y'all are looking forward to? Definitely share. I want to hear your thoughts. But yeah, that's all that I have. Um, like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'm Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed weekend, and I will see y'all soon. Laters.